Borneo, Indonesia. One of the largest contiguous rainforests in the world.
It's heaven, I think. Borneo. Heaven still here.
These forests are the guardians of biodiversity in the world. They contain a huge variety of life and products, an enormous economic value which is not yet optimally used. Borneo's indigenous people are the Dayaks, former headhunters. For thousands of years, they have lived in balance with the rainforest. They depend on it still.
Dayak culture is all about forest. Forest is everything for us. It's like a big supermarket.
Ini daun kemplas, biasanya untuk menghaluskan kayu, digosok pakai ini. Seperti dari hutan, banyak didapat dari hutan makanan-makanan kami. Mulai dari nenek moyang dulu sampai sekarang masih banyak makanan terdapat di hutan. Itu.
Sumber air, sumber udara, ya, oksigen, dan sumber energi. Sumber budaya, kultur, ya.
We are losing forests at an incredible rate due to the encroachment of oil palm plantations. Over recent decades, millions of hectares have been converted to these monocultures. Almost 3 million hectares of forest a year. Every second, we lose a soccer field of forest, and that just in Indonesia. Palm oil has become popular because it is cheap and thus used as a component in many products we all know, such as shampoo, cosmetics, food, shoe polish, and even food for pigs. The biodiverse rainforest is being transformed into a monoculture of palm oil plantations.
When the first time I saw the oil palm plantation, it made me sad because there's nothing there. I mean, actually they lost everything.
Sangat marah sekali, ya, sangat marah sekali karena mereka membuka lahan, mereka menebang pohon, mereka menebang semua apa yang ada di sini, sehingga semuanya berubah.
Yang paling penting terasa, yang sangat terasa bagi saya itu cuaca. Dulu waktu belum ada perusahaan sawit atau belum ada PT Barito yang merusak hutan, cuaca masih dingin, stabil, dan buah-buahan stabil semua, tidak berubah-ubah.
But there is hope. Our Masarang Foundation can offer truly sustainable solutions, creating more value from the natural forest. Meet the Tengkawang nut. They are produced by a number of Meranti tree species growing around the villages and in nearby jungle. For countless generations, the Dayaks have collected these seeds for their valuable fats and oils. These products are known as Ilipi nut butter or Borneo tallow. Can be used in many products such as cosmetics, chocolate, candles, soap, and many more.
Ya, karena kita semua yang ada di sini sangat mengerti dan memahami begitu pentingnya Tengkawang, hutan, dan semua yang ada di sini untuk diolah menjadi sumber ekonomi alternatif untuk penduduk di sini.
Willie Smits has lived in Indonesia for over 30 years. His mission is to save the environment by empowering local people with sustainable solutions. And to do so, he started the Masarang Foundation.
The Tengkawang trees can only grow in a mixed forest. So if you maintain the Tengkawang nut production, automatically you're maintaining a forest, automatically you're preserving the water and the biodiversity and the climate, and benefit the local people most.
Traditionally, the nuts are bought and locally dried. This is an unhealthy process. The nuts are then further processed in the province's capital. There are alternatives available, so come to Tembak and witness the new approach. The Tengkawang Factory. A low-investment, high-return mini-factory which efficiently processes the Tengkawang nuts into fat. This brings jobs, efficiency and income without any waste.
Right now we are processing two kinds of Illipi nut butter. One is from a small-seeded species, and this is from the Tengkawang nut tree, the most famous one with the biggest seeds and a very healthy fat with a high melting point. So this is very valuable and special.
The villagers bring their nuts to the factory. After weighing, they receive a good price per kilo. They are paid on the spot. Next, the nuts are dried. This takes a couple of days in the drying room.
So, this is the drying room, where the temperature goes up to about 75 degrees, and where you can see that the seeds start cracking, so you can peel them more easily.
After peeling them, a conveyor belt brings the nuts to the presses. The fat extrusion takes place at 90 degrees Celsius. The resulting mix of pulp and oil now needs to be filtered. The hot molten fat is poured into large containers to solidify and to be transported onwards to industrial clients. The factory is multi-purpose and multifunctional. Other local products can also be dried and processed here.
Sangat bangga dan berterima kasih karena kita memiliki pabrik Tengkawang walaupun sangat kecil, tetapi sudah sangat penting untuk kami.
Nothing is wasted. The pulp, which is left over after pressing the Tengkawang nuts, can be used as a feed for fish, chickens and pigs. But this factory is also very energy efficient. The heat for the drying room is partially provided by an oven called a biochar retort. It is powered by waste wood, abundantly available almost everywhere. Even the peels can be used. In the closed compartment above the fire, biochar is produced. Burning waste wood heats up larger pieces of wood in a closed compartment, separated only by a heat-conducting metal plate. The wood in this compartment cannot burn without oxygen. The heated wood releases gases that join the flames from beneath and make the process more efficient. The extremely hot exhaust gases are now guided through a heat store, basically a closed compartment with big river stones. The stones take up much of the heat that can then be used later in the drying room, even when the biochar retort is not in operation. When the heat is not needed for drying the Illipi nuts, it can be used to dry the fuel and biochar wood in a special wood drying shed.
We've just opened this biochar retort, and after the whole process is finished, this is basically what we get. It looks like normal charcoal, but if you break it, it has like a metallic glassy sound, and if you eat it, there's no taste whatsoever. If you rub your hands with it, you can wash it off without anything remaining. So it's a pure form of carbon that you can eat like norit.
Biochar is mixed with compost and manure and the ash of the burned wood and peels. It is an excellent soil fertilizer. It raises the water retention of the soil and is used to raise the pH of the soil, which improves the growth of the plants.
She's now cleaning the soil, preparing it before she mixes in the biochar, so the competition will be removed, and she's then growing, using biochar, more and better, healthier vegetables for all the people in the village. And she's one of many women that are now getting a better and easier life thanks to this byproduct of the factory.
In poor soils, all plants benefit from biochar. Another byproduct of the biochar oven is tar for wood preservation. Wood vinegar from the biochar smoke is used as an environmentally friendly replacement product for the dangerous herbicide listed as causing cancer, according to the World Health Organization. The presses use a lot of electricity, which is provided by a powerful generator. The exhaust fumes are led through a heat exchanger. This heat is also led to the drying room.
What you see here is our 200 kilowatt electricity generator. For now it runs on diesel oil, but soon the castor beans that we have been planting will produce the biofuel, so the whole operation will soon be completely environmentally friendly.
The whole village can use the electricity from the factory for their houses and biofuel for their cars. By optimizing these energy flows in the factory, only 1/5 of the amount of biomass is needed compared to traditional drying methods.
Already we see all these other villages coming to visit and check it out and asking, when can we have one of these factories? And we can do it from an economic model where we can generate money to generate more sustainable business.
The Dayaks are already planting high-yielding Tengkawang trees.
Saya bermimpi untuk nantinya supaya anak dan cucu kami bisa mengembangkan ini menjadi lebih besar, ya, dan bisa mengembangkan hal ini menjadi modern sekali.
I really want to help my people, my students, to build their awareness about what is happening in Borneo.
Kami tetap menjaga supaya Tembak tidak menanam dan tidak menerima perusahaan sawit.
Forest is like guardians of climate. This is the ecosystem that we need to protect.
Manfaat itu, keuntungan itu bukan hanya untuk kami di sini, tapi untuk komunitas dan untuk orang semua yang ada di dunia ini. Terima kasih.